From rainforest canopies to quiet riverbeds, the animal kingdom is a symphony of life, each creature seemingly adapted to play a clear and defined role. Scientists categorize them, study them, and slot them into neat boxes. This is a bird, that's a mammal, this belongs here. It helps us make sense of nature's wild diversity. But what happens when an animal doesn't quite fit the mold? When its classification says one thing, but its behavior, its features, even its entire lifestyle tells another story. Join us as we explore the incredible lives of 6 animal misfits. Each is categorized as one thing, but defies expectations by acting like something entirely different. Get ready to rethink what you know about the natural world. Let's begin. 1. Axolotl, the amphibian that refused to grow up. Most amphibians go through a dramatic transformation, from waterbound larva to land-dwelling adult. But the axolotl skipped that memo. The axolotl is an amphibian, closely related to salamanders, and is native to high-altitude freshwater lakes in central Mexico, especially Lake Xochimilco. Unlike other amphibians, the axolotl remains in its juvenile form for life, a condition called neoteny. It keeps its gills, lives underwater, and never undergoes metamorphosis. In other words, it's a perpetual teenager that acts more like a fish than a frog or salamander. Axolotls evolved in a stable aquatic environment with little need to adapt to land. Through genetic mutation and evolutionary pressure, they retained larval features to conserve energy and avoid unnecessary change. By staying aquatic, axolotls avoid the harsh conditions of land and excel in their niche. Their bodies are so unique they can regenerate limbs, spinal cords, and even parts of their brain, a survival advantage rarely seen in vertebrates. An amphibian by classification, but a gilled aquatic oddball by nature, the axolotl is evolution's reminder that sometimes staying young pays off. 2. Manatee, the sea cow that mows the ocean floor. Bulky, slow-moving, and gentle, the manatee looks more like a floating potato than a sea creature. But don't let its looks fool you. The manatee is a large, herbivorous marine mammal related to elephants. It lives in shallow coastal waters, rivers, and estuaries in Florida, the Caribbean, West Africa, and the Amazon basin. Unlike most marine mammals that are fast, predatory, and social, manatees are solitary, slow, and graze on underwater vegetation like underwater cows. They lack dorsal fins, have paddle-like tails, and chew with ridged molars, more like livestock than whales or dolphins. Manatees evolved in warm, shallow ecosystems where speed wasn't necessary. With few natural predators, they adapted to feed on seagrass and aquatic plants, a niche rarely occupied by mammals. Their laid-back lifestyle conserves energy, and their massive lungs allow them to stay submerged for up to 20 minutes. In calm, plant-rich waters, they thrive as peaceful grazers of the sea. Call it a sea cow or a submarine lawnmower. The manatee is a mammal in a world of fish, surviving by moving slow and eating smart. 3. Margay, the cat that climbs like a monkey. At a glance, the margay looks like a typical wild cat. But watch it move, and you'll question everything you know about felines. The margay is a small wild cat native to Central and South America, found in dense tropical rainforests from Mexico to Argentina. Unlike most cats, which are ground hunters, the margay is a tree-dwelling acrobat. It can rotate its ankles 180 degrees, allowing it to climb down trees headfirst, a skill more common in monkeys than in felines. Its arboreal lifestyle is a response to its forested environment, where food and safety lie in the trees. With flexible joints, long tails for balance, and large eyes for night vision, the Margay became a tree-climbing specialist. By living in the canopy, the Margay avoids larger predators and hunts birds, small mammals, and reptiles that other cats can't reach. It dominates a vertical niche that few predators compete in. It may be a cat by blood, but the Margay climbs, hunts, and lives like a monkey in disguise, an evolutionary detour that turned agility into survival. 4. Maned wolf, the wolf that eats fruit and roams like a deer. It looks like a fox, stands like a deer, and trots through the grasslands like a ghost. But the maned wolf is its own strange species. The maned wolf is the largest canid in South America, yet it's not a wolf, fox, or dog. It roams the savannas and scrublands of Brazil, Paraguay, and northern Argentina, standing out with its long legs and reddish fur. Although it's a member of the dog family, it doesn't hunt in packs or chase large prey. It eats mostly fruit, small rodents, and insects, and it lives a solitary life. Evolution gave the maned wolf long legs to see above the grass in open landscapes. Its omnivorous diet reduces competition with other predators, and its solitary behavior avoids conflict over territory. This lone fox on stilts thrives by staying low profile. It hunts silently, avoids predators, and feeds on what the landscape offers, including the nutrient-rich wolf apple, a key part of its diet. It may look like a fox, but the maned wolf behaves more like a grassland spirit, quietly adapting to a niche no other canine dared to claim. 5. Pangolin, the scaly anteater that isn't related to anteaters. Covered in scales and coiled up like an ancient creature, the pangolin seems more like a dragon from folklore than a warm-blooded mammal. Pangolins are mammals, 8 species found across Asia and sub-Saharan Africa. Though they look reptilian, they're more closely related to carnivores like bears and cats than any lizard. Pangolins are the only mammals with protective keratin scales. They walk on their knuckles, eat ants and termites with long, sticky tongues, and curl into balls when threatened. Behaviors far more like a reptile or insectivore. Living in termite-rich environments, pangolins evolved traits to match their niche. Strong claws for digging, sticky tongues for feeding, and armor-like scales to deter predators. These adaptations make pangolins highly efficient ant hunters while keeping them safe from attack. Their low profile and tough exterior allow them to survive in dense forests and open savannas. Neither lizard nor dragon, the pangolin is a living contradiction, a mammal wrapped in armor, perfectly suited for a world of ants and danger. 6. Tree kangaroo, the kangaroo that lives in trees like a monkey. Kangaroos are supposed to hop across open plains, but one species took a very different route. The tree kangaroo traded the outback for the treetops, swapping bouncing for climbing, and becoming a marsupial acrobat in the process. Tree kangaroos are marsupials, just like their terrestrial cousins, and are mostly found in New Guinea, northeastern Australia, and some nearby islands. Instead of hopping on grass, they climb trees, using strong forelimbs and long tails for balance. They move slowly, almost like monkeys, and spend most of their lives in the canopy, a rare trait among marsupials. Isolated rainforest environments pushed them to evolve arboreal adaptations, flexible joints, curved claws, and strong limbs. By heading into the trees, they escaped predators and competition on the forest floor. Tree kangaroos are solitary browsers in the treetops. They feed on leaves, stay out of sight, and use their camouflage and agility to survive in dense jungle. Though descended from groundhoppers, the tree kangaroo is a marsupial turned climber, proof that evolution doesn't always take the obvious path. And there you have it, 6 incredible animals that remind us just how diverse, adaptable, and wonderfully peculiar life on Earth can be. From the fish-like axolotl to the tree-dwelling kangaroo, these creatures defy expectations and prove that in nature, behavior doesn't always match biology. They are living proof that nature isn't confined to neat categories, but constantly evolving, surprising, and inspiring us with its boundless creativity. Evolution isn't about fitting neatly into categories. It's about adapting, even if it means rewriting the rulebook. So the next time you see a cat, a mammal, or even a salamander-like creature, look a little closer. It might not be what you think. Which of these animals shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wild nature stories. And thank you for watching.